all our beautiful and wonderful songs. We say thank you so much for staying with us. And if you're welcome, we're happy you find us. Thank you for following us. Don't forget to hit on that notification bell. Don't forget to like our videos, share our videos, and hit on the notification bell so you'll be notified of upcoming videos section. Please note the regrettive comments. Thank you for watching. So we'll see you in our next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. We love you. Bye.
Okay. So I'll drop here then. Bro. Okay, I got it. Fair thing, you see. Okay. Now this is the image. This image that I'm about to bring up. Hello? This image I'm about to bring up was before. This was around probably September 2024. Before December issue of 30 seconds video. Before we protested in front of the state assembly. That meet the commissioner of police. To get Oga, I wrote to the commissioner of police. And instead of them writing back, they made a phone call that your attention is needed by the commissioner of police. And it's urgent, emergency. I didn't come to social media to discuss with anybody. I only picked 1 or 2, 3 persons. As at that time, Otibami saw Oroto Soy. Because he saw for me. So I was just coming to TikTok then. I said, okay, let's go together. So I'll be there. Now come and see. Now the person that we went to Commissioner of Police together. Images. This was inside the office of the Commissioner of Police. Pẹ̀lú bọ̀bọ̀ tó ń pè ní tó kọlà sóhun ìkìlọ̀ òkú ẹ̀ náà tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ báyìí. BNT, thank you so much. Look at, that is the Arifa there. He got here through me because I wrote to the Commissioner of Police on justice for Mohbad and that we are going to be protesting in front of the Lagos State House of Assembly. And the man said they should summon me because they now invited me and I spoke. I said, okay, let's go. It was at this point the Commissioner of Police noticed that we are hell-bent in pursuing cause of justice. After he tried to say, what are you doing this for? Let it go. I said, no, we can't let it go. And are you trying to, we discussed that day and the man said, no problem. I said, we took pictures. He said, you know what? Anything, Tebani, any concern, any evidence. Because when I explained to him what was on ground, he said, I am the Commissioner of Police. But the person that is heading all the investigating units in Lagos State is in Panti. He phoned the Deputy Commissioner of Police, introduced us together, and gave me the man's number. That anything that has to do with Mohbad's case in Lagos State, his domicile, that I should refer to the man. And that was it. Now, I now wrote to the Deputy Commissioner of Police when the 3 seconds video and the shot came up. You now look at how disgusting pain thing go through. And it was your day or the Commissioner of Police. Hello, I'm already to go. But you alone. E wa gbọ́ ohun tó ń sọ fún Karimo yẹn. Ipe fake letter lèmi kọ pé mi lọ jí stamp. As at that time, this is the #1 police officer in Lagos State. When it comes to the command, okay, I remove so person from police. I should in this under the Lagos State Police Command. Now picture it that all of you, well now at Abiamo attending you believed him and he was castigating me. After then, he came and gave me this information that the DPP were going to be charging PRIMEBOY spending and the nurse only. As at that time, CCTV àti ọ̀rọ̀ pa neighbor Mohbad. Majority of them, they don't know. Ṣé mo ti ní video yẹn lọ́wọ́? And I only told the police, that is the DCP Oga Panti yẹn, location CCTV neighbor Mohbad. Níṣojú same Arifa àti Onílé. Because when we left this commissioner of police, we went straight to Panti. We had a meeting with the man. He called one of the detectives to investigate the case Mohbad from beginning. And I said I would divulge the location to him. I only gave verbal narration. So when I got to my house, I released it to the Deputy Commissioner of Police. Please, Baba Mohbad, give him my number. Let him come around. And I gave the number to Baba Mohbad again. He bẹ̀rẹ̀ Baba Mohbad sọ pé nọ́mbà ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá tẹ́mi fóun nìyẹn o. Ṣóun lòun máa lọ bá ní àbó nǹkan ló máa pè òun. And you can now see tó bá ṣe pé social media and the fact some people still take time to even listen to some people and then they will come and say somebody is talking about you. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ sense wo ló make inú ẹ̀. Kẹ́mi King Kong ọlọ́pàá 3 seconds video. Ẹ wo bó ṣe wà passionate. Ẹ wo bí tí mo bá ọ̀rọ̀ 3 seconds video dé. They were the president in Nigeria. Kódà jẹ́ pé commissioner of police ló refer mi sí DCP tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ni wọ́n ní case yẹn originally. Kẹ́ni ìtajọ́ ń ṣe justice. Kódà she ma need that impetus and effrontery. Come and pass the wrong information to another Catalan and one sick individual. Tó lóun wà l'America, ó lóun wà army America. Ẹni tó yẹ kó ti ní àrùn ọpọlọ. Kọ́wá máa rubbish mi pẹ̀lú one disgusting kìíní kan láàrin kìíní kan tó ṣe imú bí mi ò fi o. Pé èmi o fake petition lèmi. Everything is they always want to analyze and criticize and analyze. You can imagine the issue. Kéèyàn gbọ́ commissioner of police kọ́ ní kẹ́ bá protest kọ́ sọ́mọ́ nìyàn. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni ohun tó fi pè mí síbẹ̀ ogun ni o. This picture that you people are eventually seeing was because àdúrà gbà. Olúẹ̀dẹ̀ tún ní status, ó ní reputation. Kò ṣe àwọn kan ṣe meeting pẹ̀lú the head of the SID. Kó tó dá padà sọ́dọ̀ commissioner of police, wọ́n lọ fún report pé bàbá yóò gbà ó. Commissioner náà tún try láti convince until we resolved that okay, tó bá jẹ́ pé you control and contain it. Ghost, I will call the area commander of that axis and the DPOs, all the DPOs to Ambe. Make sure you see them. You guys should decide and nothing must happen. Please. Well, no problem, sir. I said, anything that has to do with this one that you're talking about, The person that you will tell to take action lórí is the Deputy Commissioner of Police in Panti. Go and meet him. I'll call him now. He called him. They gave me the phone. I spoke to him. He heard my voice. He said he is expecting us. And the Commissioner of Police gave me his number. With same Arifa, Onile, and Bintilai, we traveled to meet the Deputy Commissioner of Police. We sat with him. We had the meeting. So when I got a new lead again, in terms of 30 seconds and confession from Adura, and I wrote to the Deputy Commissioner of Police, same Arifa and Karimo, the same people that I should have been trusting. On one fake ni, it's a lie. It be logistamp. Oluwole ni, ma sọ fún yín, Yomi ole ni. I don't trust him. I don't kill him. Can you see if you have joined them to castigate my name? Search your conscience. Today me only interested in I have to, sometimes this is somebody that we took picture with Commissioner of Police because I wrote to his office. He referred us before this guy. Speaker. We went to the Deputy Commissioner of Police. We were there in the office together. The man we discussed, I told him about the CCTV. Despite the fact that outside, some people are in different platforms. They are claiming to be brilliant intelligence. They can see from social media that the CCTV of the neighbor and the Mohbad house, I'm lying. And I went to meet a whole Oga Olopa, the #1 detective in Lagos State, and I break everything down to him. Now, picture it. I am doing that effort offline. I am being bashed in the same community and people that I thought I was working with, helping for justice for Mohbad. Now, tell me, who are responsible for Mohbad not getting justice? The police or the same people that you all have encouraged and gathered together claiming you are all seeking justice for Mohbad? Most of these are alagbara to ba on dasi ton fenu si e le pe won gan for a whole day come agbago. They rely on these people kan ti sise doti kan to fún wọn ní breakdown. Ṣé tó bá ń ṣe meeting àbí tí Sunday bá ń ṣe meeting kini tó máa rántí pé ń pòun pé wọ́n ti débi kan kíni ká ṣe. So the question you should ask yourself, you all could hear, tell about egbo gbogbo nǹkan, egbo gbogbo wòlímọ̀ tí Arifa àti Karimo jọ ń ṣe behind. And this kò ṣe pé mo ṣe Karimo yìí. I did not insult her. I did not even throw out what she gave to me in confidence. Òun ni ó mú chat tí mo send sí in private lóhùn dá síta òun fẹ́ fi fún Bukky Jesse lésì. Òun náà ló sáré gbé fídíò jáde tó ló gbọ́ pé mo ti send ẹ̀ sórí ẹbí in private. Òun ló sáré dá sí social media. Òun náà ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń pè mí I'm an attention freak. Tó bá jẹ́ pé physically ni tí àwọn èèyàn wà lára mi tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kò ń ṣe kókó bá gbé kókó lọlé. Tí eyín ò bá wọ́ sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn tó wà lára mi kò tí ẹ̀ nílé sọ ọlọ́mọdé àmúra ọlọ́mọdé. But because God has ordained, you cannot fight this kind of a complex case, a serious case like murder that has already been deceived. Millions have been deceived. Or if bring Jade and you want to redirect it, you want to stay like I'm a celebrity. Let me just act and let me class myself. Let me form scars. You won't get anything. You won't even get anywhere. So if you don't know, I have to stay focused in spite of this enormous distraction. Because as at that time, I was speaking my truth all the time. When these people start with their lies, you would think, when I look at it, oh, they go to Fikora Soro. What believe as an actor? But she near la oh, bodo Fikora Soro. Ma sari yepe onigberaga ni. Goto de nse yen. Ẹni tí ó bá ní good shock absorber tó ní ẹ̀rẹ̀lẹ̀ púpọ̀ At a shape, I had withdraw straight. You did not know that all their game plan was to torture me mentally so that I would withdraw. So make it make sense. And that you're not a commissioner of police. Ori meeting that she, but this commissioner that I don't do it. Okay, assistant commissioner of police. Okay, this is you guys can do and do meeting with him. Lots of the decision of the command. But Lagos State, I won't fair protest here. And we had the meeting. I maintained. I said, sir, we will protest. I won't come by no one. Let one. She go. My anybody commissioner money. Commissioner. I'm going to be waiting for you to arrest me that day. Okay, but say arrest me. We will protest. Mr. Yomi, okay, what can we do? If I protest in the 30th of September, October 1st again. I will come over protest October 1st. Oh my God, okay. Where can you buy? Can I protest in it first? Because I'm a protest that year. I respect. I don't want anything to happen to Governor Sanwo-Olu's government. I don't want anything to happen to Asiwaju's government. I will understand with you. I don't want to hit the polity, but we will protest on the 30th. It's our fundamental right. Begi, Jale, Bankoje. Ta fẹ́ sọ yẹn. Gbọ́ lẹ́rọ̀, a fẹ́ kó gbọ́. Kon rí pé a fẹ́ dúró sábẹ́ ọ̀run, a fẹ́ nira wa lára. It's our fundamental right. Peaceful protest is human right. And then we return back to the commissioner of police. He gave his, no, sir, are you trying to, how they go far? It's all these things. And then the commissioner of police saw reason and said, it could make any sense. No talker can deny any right. We shouldn't deny your fundamental right to protest, peaceful protest. But we are only going to be concerned if they would hijack it. I said they won't. That is why I am not hiding. I have a face, I have a name, and I'm not hiding that I'm leading it. So allow it. And then he said, if the other ones that you spoke about, meet with the deputy commissioner of police. He gave the number, and we traveled again to meet the same person. While new evidence again. Karimo yeni kemi bono gogombolo. As if ajo wan sawawu. As if to ba nse pe ajo joko sibi ajo nse koko iru e ma pase fe mi kemi gbera kuro nle mi. Everything they just weaponized funding them. Kemi call the gbera kima law gombo. When I'm a phone call away to the #1 detective in Lagos State. I am phone call away to the commissioner of police. I am phone call away to the PRO of Nigerian police in Lagos State. I am phone call away to the speaker. I am phone call away to the governor. I am phone call away to some commissioners, to some honorable members. My call the gbera law in an homicide case it's more to body chrono no shele. Money century I repeat so long in time that by it's a very costly project. But Emi o le owo bi de le ma lo rira mi le lodo awon ara ta awon oloselu gbogbo egbe sha fun lo fe se human rights. I will rely on the public. Kole niyi. Mo deru bag mi sayin. I'm ready to go. But I have to get a proper green light so that I will not be on the other side of the law. This disgusting lady don't dwindle from right to left, working with this guy. And they said, I should go to the Ogombo by force by fire. This same Arifa quickly appeared in the same Ogombo. And they began to say something different behind us. You could see what I went through. You can see my story now. Yomi, your trust. Yomi, your continue already no case. Lẹ́ni tó jókòó sórí social media tó fẹ́ analyze tó fẹ́ wà nú ẹ̀ lèyàn máa sọ. You can't eat your cake and have it. No matter how passionate you are about justice for Mohbad, if you accept the fact that I cannot be on the field, but I want to talk about it, I want to analyze. But you must understand that there is a barrier. You must give regard to those that were on the field, on the front line. Information to ba fe ko fun e ko le sọ̀rọ̀ be ni pe you were with them on the front line ko le work. If not, they will mess up their own investigation. But no, they will want to push everything out of your mouth. They will put you on the hot seat, and then this one will talk. They will go back. Again, play padà fún iṣẹ́ ni kó dákẹ́ me gbe to me. What nonsense. Ṣé robot le be question lo we. Ṣé ni go be sọ pé they don't even want to understand that sometimes you might want to use a particular tense, and then you realize that you could, and then you take it back. You are hurting the investigation. This is one of the reasons why all the stuff that you cover justice for somebody. And when we keep telling you about people like this, and then after the police stuff, Tajo also the commissioner of police, Tajo Pada, Tajo Oshi protest. Then Odebere saying very only case let me play it on so that you can hear. Kelly Wobiti. I want to meet you for boy. What's the answer become?
Negligence no charge of even the person handling the store from DPP. I don't know why no court to call you back. Me tell mo any you go look me pe Arifa ma lo ki ona se wa introduce ara wọn. A tún jọ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ láàárọ̀ yẹn sẹ́. So èmi and there's something tó tẹ̀ ń baffle me. If Wunmi go scot free, àwa tá jẹ́ kíní ní Nàìjíríà, àwa ò save o. Tọ́mọ yẹn bá lọ scot free.
You can see only case Sawa Shabi, only case it's here. He was in court. Could it be that Inuni Binini, Ilarani, or they already holding him to ransom with the case to the courts? And that is why he began to backstab. And they are using him by all means. Whatever is happening there, continue to be playing a part. And you must tell us everything. That's when we'll remove the case, our hand from the case. It's a possibility. Because afterwards, Odipashi press conference, and I couldn't understand. I came out. Only boy to tackle me press conference here. As at that time, Timo ko want to tell me go. Want to King White was just sorrow. Timo ko information to from King White be found tell me because the slave white wasn't arrested there, so there's no way to know what was going on until we needed the evidence. But she planned that to attack you and everything. I realized even the slave white was passing information they should stream Arifa. So it was the Arifa that is needed to project whatever attack, whatever insult, whatever causes, whatever threat they will be giving to the entire world. And it stood on them. And another disadvantage to that press conference and quest for justice. Now, when he had problem, I stood. So because when somebody like, Kid Boss was like, you were throwing sub, don't look like she was trying to take side. I said, she doesn't know much. I'm unsure there. But boy, any problem? My bitterness is so bitterness. Yomi forgave him and stood by him. As a matter of fact, the next press conference, I allowed him to come. All of them could not see how dangerous what he did earlier. But now maybe because they thought the NGO is not having money, so I wanted something making co and your tomac pami gonki kotira. Just the same way the Aries woman. So kiss Sami Jojo own representative me boru ko me really. I don't know there is anybody Sami Jojo being body. I swear on my mother's grave. Me bog any ko tesaponja when me body. I don't do it. Me mo kon so no be. Ti ba ko ni gbere gbe bia mo ko gbe mi lo ti ba gboro to so mo ko le move. So when she said, Sami Jojo lo represent oh, there is only call. No problem. I she concert in my ati protest lo si Ojota, Maryland to Ojota. So at the end of the day, every instance, am I go around in you? Move for listen you. She felt get ọ̀rọ̀ jáde because ó wà filtered. Only why are you so interested in this case when there are other cases you can talk about as an activist? What people don't know is that when you have a particular serious case at hand, priority listening, yeah, I don't have to be bringing all my cases to social media. We just 3 or 4 days ago, we intervened into a girl and we were able to rehabilitate her. It's part of her fundamental right. She has got right to life. We assisted her. So, and then she was able to get back on her feet. So there are other cases we delve into, but not necessarily. This one is a priority case and we don't have a closure yet. So, and one of the attributes of activism is repetition. You must continue to hammer on your case. Activists will always speak and talk about and repeat. And that's why we are different from our we are not dogmatic. We don't argue with doctors when they are speaking about their profession. We don't argue with engineers. We don't argue with pharmacists. We don't argue with pilots. We don't even argue with immigration. We know that. We only stand on fundamental human rights, and when we hold on to our truth, we stand on it and we will stand with our everything. So, because of your civil way of asking the question, that's my reply to you. So, now, that was it. Now, our way again. The moment the phone forensic, lying by Timothy Log Bani police station, everything was cool. I was there. Everything went well. Even when we needed to contribute something, CB arrested, I still contributed. After that, by Jade, nobody, I could not even see a platform to even celebrate that this Yomi is a nice person, or he can forgive quickly. Oh, and show. Despite the fact I have a bigger assignment pursuing the cause of justice. Now, I did all of that. Then the phone forensic came out. It's now was done. Because he is also having conversation with the guy. Then he began to support the woman. Wow. Same Arifa again. I got angry. So when I speak then, because it's not going to be easy for me calling people's name, because show. So I had to keep nudging him. And then they will say, Yomi, am I just sub? That's why the likes of Lagata, Ngojo are the same camp. And they thought it's an opportunity to come after Yomi Fabiyi. I said, I'm not going to be bothered. If the kid was not this way, you sub, and she back. I said, what are you saying? Do you know what is going on here? But people don't know. That's why I have to reveal these things. Now, she be a after all the efforts we made, innocent Nigerians, they donated, the NGO, we had frugal funds. We said we needed to quickly put up stuff on national newspaper, right to the president, but I didn't touch both the zonal command and the state command. Everybody need justice. Wanted to ambush Wani zone 2. Then the next thing we have to do is, okay, I know what to do next. I said, let's write to the president. I will publish it on national newspaper. But I didn't want to disclose the diplomatic route, because I cannot be throwing all my arsenals outside until I achieve that. Because when we were in zone 2, I know who a presidential aspirant that was calling that they should release the phone. Even when I got to the UK, the person kept calling and even calling the officers and threatening them, because they thought, our opinion was that for video Adura sent the 30 seconds out of it. Because Adura was already on the spot, majority of the content must have been sent to King White to hide, because they still needed to be bargaining and be getting money. So protect it, tower. And then how did the presidential aspirant got so interested I look at the effrontery. You are under investigation. It is legitimate. They can confiscate the phone. Or they obtain a warrant to go into the phone and bypass him. Because in Towane, if you don't tell me talk about bad Badmus Ogunkule thought him plot to come and attack us. It's domestic terrorism. We need the evidence. So you know for any timing. Oh yeah, move. We lost time to my debe. We lost time to my move. We lost saw. I want to see on my stream to my that be live broadcast. But she attack you because they were going to be. They were meant to come and attack. So it was those ones that want to see how we're being probably stabbed, how they would take the mic and eat it on my head. But we are is going to come. So to psychologically weaken them, I didn't put security. But no. So that they can come and see that. But and they were coming. He knew they were coming. Tasikobato, I'll bring everything for you to know that he knew that they were coming. And then he saw the old stuff and said, what's all this nonsense? Justice Lily. But why should I even, as a human rights organization, be doing justice with people that I don't know? What I see is what I get. But because I didn't do what I need to do from beginning, I laid back because I was like, me fair controversy, me fair drama. Justice for Mohbad is bigger than everybody. We should focus. So me fair let them take over because I'm not interested in competition with anybody. Tiba fish singba yen láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo ṣáájú Ìyábọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ Justice for Mohbad. Mo ṣáájú Tonto Dike bẹ̀rẹ̀. Mo ṣáájú Baba Mohbad bẹ̀rẹ̀ Justice for Mohbad. So if I had taken it up the way I took it up then, I had written to the governor as early as 16th of September 2023 on Mohbad's matter. I have been putting the hashtag Justice for Mohbad as early as on the 12th. So let me lay back because I was on my world tour. Mo ṣe lọ Canada, mo lọ America, mo lọ UK, mo ta film mi káàkiri. Iṣẹ́ primary job mi nìyẹn. So they took advantage of the fact that number one, Yomi is not around. Number two, he has started well. I moved the motion for a protest first. And to make sure that the people know that we can protest. Because our cause of there can never be a protest like NSAS again. So I pasted my ticket. That this is my return ticket to Nigeria. It was meant to be in November, but I will return before end of September, and we will protest on the 1st of October, 2023. That no celebration should come for October 1st. That everywhere, governor October 1st celebration. That Nigerians should storm the place. Go and check 2023. Majority of the governors, they didn't do open door October 1st celebration. Because I already showed a big sign that we are going to protest justice for Mohbad. I beckoned on the governor of Lagos State. I said, you should be the lead investigator in this kind of situation. But spirit boy is going to Ìyábọ̀ tẹ fọ́ fún yẹn, ó máa padà ba orí, ó máa ba yé òun jẹ́. Fúnpẹ́ fọ́ fún yẹn, èyí máa padà gẹ̀yà ẹ̀ o. Torí mo rí ilẹ̀ kí n tó lọ, mo rí ilẹ̀ kí n tó wá bá yín. Spirit wá bá yín ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ wá lẹ̀ fọ́ fún Ìyábọ̀ kan. But it was out of personal èmi kàn ro tèmi. But ọlá pé mi wọ́n lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ṣe pé màá mi náà ò ní fi yín lẹ̀ o. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin lẹ̀ wà physical ẹ̀ máa fèsì ẹ̀. And then we got to TikTok, a lot of scrutiny. What have you done before? Where were you when justice for... I look and say, what? I came out and said everything in support of Baba Mohbad. That he has right to demand for DNA. And I granted interview on Posh. I went to a national TV to grant interview. He joined TikTok, Lara. I was just doing my justice for Mohbad and I was observing, but Timba won no case. I'm always careful not to enter into a case because Timati Legbo. tí mo sọ pé yes, I'm starting, I know they go back again. And if you must know today, is because of my own personality, the way I am wired. I can sacrifice anything to pursue a legitimate cause, even if it take me to be rolling on the floor with anybody just to achieve my results. I am so neck deep and dedicated because you thought it is money. I am saying it to you. What money to my change life because while we are still looking for justice, to back succeed, I want to wọ́n pé to more value. Ọkọ mi mọ̀ pé wàá wò báyìí pé yes, ẹ wo gbogbo kélékèlé tẹ́ni rí, ó jẹ gbogbo ìyà yẹn, ó gba gbogbo ẹ̀gbin, and it got the results because òótọ́ ló ń jà fún. They can now empower you. Ẹlòmíì ò ní gbé nǹkan nídìí any project lọ́ngbà yẹn kọ́ ni. Now I can trust this kind of NGO. That is why you see that I am putting my everything. I will continue to be there. So ìwọ tó ń tẹ̀ ń lo owó ló ń wá. Because I am not in that area. Tẹ́bí bá tiẹ̀ wá ń pa mí, mi ní gbọ́n pálí mi sọ pé jẹ́ n jókòó sí London àbí kí n jókòó sí America àbí kí n jókòó sí Canada àbí kí n jókòó sí France àbí kí n ṣiṣẹ́ oṣù 5. Kọ́ tiẹ̀ wá rí mi pé mo tiẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní píso pé ní London mo ṣe fún 5 months mo yẹ tó máa jẹ́, at least I would avoid all the insults. Campus bọ́ sí mo yà àwọn tí mo lè lọ, but I can't go and meet people. Mo la bá senator ilé mo ń ṣe justice for bad. Tí grow on your own nìyẹn. So gbogbo àwọn alágbára tó wà nù ayé táwọn náà jẹ́yàn tó wà nù ayé kọ́kọ́ rí pé mo ń jà fún kéèsì kan, wọ́n ní láti mọ bí mo ti rí support. Kọ́kọ́ rí pé mo succeed, wọ́n á fi mí sáyè mi pé ju pé òun jà fún justice. Ó sáré pọ̀ honorable ilé, ó pe MC Olúọmọ, ó pe Koko Zaria, ó pe Sego, ó pe Fẹ́mi send owó sí mi, ó pe Mr. Alágbájá, ó pe Gbọ́tífáyọ̀, send I need money. They will give me money. Ó náà actors kan ti bá ṣì message wọn ò ní rò pé méjì wọ́n máa dáwó ni. Yomi yà mọ̀ pé human rights ló ń ṣe, ọmọ àtẹ̀wó. Mo pe Shina Peters àtẹ̀wó. Kí mo pe manager Wizkid àtẹ̀wó. Ó lé ọ̀kan tó súnmọ́ dà fídíò náà tó bá bẹ̀bẹ̀ jọ tó wú mi. Ọmọ àtẹ̀wó. Ṣùgbọ́n they are not concerned and focused on the struggle. So Mama Le, okay, if people are committed here, let's do it together. But after share together, me team or who and who. They know that the only way Mohbad can get justice is for united public voice. So àwọn tó wà ní kini yẹn wọ́n did sponsor àwọn kan pé platform eléyìí o ẹ máa da gbogbo ẹrú tó bá sọ pé ẹni bí ni iṣẹ́ tẹ́ ìfẹ́ bá ṣe nìyẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ fund àwọn yẹn ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń fún wọn audience ẹ̀yin lẹ kó bára yín mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń pè injustice. If you have ignored those people, block them off, but nobody could tell you guys the truth that they are only stayed there for distraction. Ẹ wá woru Sami Jojo yẹn again. Ẹ wo mo ṣe fún lórí ọ̀fẹ́, the new commissioner of police went there together. He came out, he sang my praise. Yomi Fabiyi, I'm convinced irọ́ ni gbogbo ẹ̀. Èmi ò rí rí, mi ò gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ rí. Ọ̀nà kìnnì kan wẹ́ndì kìnnì kan mi ò gbọ́ rí. I swear on my mother's grave, mo fi sa òkú, mo fi bojí òkú mọ́ sí mi, mo fi búra. Mi ì gbọ́ nǹkan kan pa ẹ̀rí. Ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ̀ gbogbo wọn. I don't know. Gbogbo ìtànà bú mi ìtànà ọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ recently. Mo fi ọ̀nà bàbúrà, I didn't see anything. I did not see anything. The only page tí mo lọ gbà is just paparano. Èmi ò rí anything. Bóyá wọn kọ́ àìsàn fi hàn mi later pé wọ́n sọ mi nǹkan tó sọ lélẹ̀. Èmi yóò lè jẹ́ 2-3 weeks after ni ma ṣe èrí tó máa FYP máa gbé wá ń gbà mí. I protect my mental health more than anything because I stand on the temple of truth and justice. Èmi ò ráyè gbogbo pátápápá yẹn. Nǹkan kan ò ṣe àìsíkí mi by coming to stand with noble Nigerians on TikTok to seek justice. Tó bá máa kú máa gba ẹ̀gbin. Nǹkan kan ò ṣe. If I don't have substance, I will not write to the president and get response. àbòsí, owú, tẹ̀mbẹ̀lẹ̀kú, àìfẹ̀lẹ̀kẹ́bòsí, àìmọ̀ value náà lẹ ṣe rò pé ṣé Yomi tó ń bá wa ṣe ń bì náà ló máa lóhùn kọkiri sí president máa dá lò. It's because people don't want justice. Nobody wants to care about how you get to the top. What matters most is that you are the top. To bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n lo ní ìtara ọmọ tó tọ́ and you are genuinely seeking justice, you have to consider honest Nigerians that have been standing on this case from beginning. Tọ́nọ́wó tọ́nọ́ra tọ́nọ́ àsìkò. Where whoever, however, anything tó bá mú IG yẹn tó tiẹ̀ fún lórí ọ̀fẹ́ pé ó gbọ́ dà láti bì kan. What we want is result, action that will propel us to result. Anybody saying presidency, kiniko, the presidency bad interest in the case. Shall not allow investigating. If they give order to the police, presidency law appoint the IG. If they need the police, Inspector General of Police to do something for them, naturally, oh yeah now, Omolalomi, oh go bari bate, brother. It is this same Inspector General of Police always go to collect budgets. What if you run office here? So if the president is going to give directive, or the presidency are going to give directive, more expect it, more brother. Take money from your budget, 34. Do it. But we know the Nigerian factor. They will now be relying on the complainants. You want to have funding, Kankan. It might not be official, but if you want it to be faster, common sense means that you must volunteer. Okay, I need the motor to develop here. Patrol vehicle you're ready or motor. Rent motor. We'll go and check the arrest. We can't go with marked vehicle. I feel like muyo aladugo because I need to go motor. So, the motor office of Inspector General of Police or Lagos State Police Command or Mati will go only learn Koriwa. And so we'll get vehicle that will go there. But she just late here. What you need the motor here. If you are thinking because the name of the presidency is involved, only hello presidency, could be motor left with that case because they would go and meet and say, we are waiting for approval. We have written to the DIG to release funds for us. That's what we're waiting for. Okay. Because the complainant is just writing to us saying you didn't do anything. We are doing something, sir. We are waiting for the approval. Meanwhile, majority of all of you know that these are the possibility and likelihood. Yet, and it was condemn. If you don't have the basic knowledge of how these things work, if you know and you are still trying to twist it and penetrate into the minds of innocent people on social media that are genuinely seeking justice, lẹ́nu pé mo wá tí mo wá ní tí mo lọ sí London. Let's even start from returning back. Tí mo wá kó tó mo tún wá ilé pé mo wá sí Nàìjíríà pẹ̀lú ọmọ mi yẹn mo lọ protest l'Abuja pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tá ṣe l'Abuja pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú tí mo fi wá síbi sìn. It's well over 15 million. Now come out and tell me where I ask the public to donate 15 million. Or it's even more than 20 million yourself. Kí ni mo sọ? Maybe mo ṣe dọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀. Nígbà tí mo rí pé insult ti ń pọ̀ jù lórí pé they want to donate here. They want to know information what you are doing. And the best way is to go underground. As an activist, as the owner of the NGO, èmi ni ma wá source, mo lè ma ta t-shirt, kí ma fi rówó, tí ma fi ma push case tí mo ṣe lọ. Mo lè ma lọ jombi kan, kí ma raise the fund. It's legal and legitimate. Mo lè print kan sí paper kí ma lọ ta, owó tí ma rí bí àtèrè, kí ma fi pursue case lọ. And I can sit and look at, okay, this app, offer 11 game here, I mean, all my support me as an actor, not because I'm doing justice. They will support me. They can support Yomi. Is my favorite. I could raise money through that way, and I resorted to that because you must not be looking for excuse. You must be looking for way ìwọ tó bá jẹ́ pé you are raised to always look for excuse. Wo ìgbà tí wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ pé kọ́ máa donate tí woman kan ti jáde eris yẹn tó sọ pé ẹ má dáwọ́ fún Yomi o, ẹ má dáwọ́ wọn nílẹ̀ yàwó mi ṣe mọ́jàre. Èmi ọmọ Fabiyi àwọn yẹn ń bo lọ́sí wa ọmọ kan wà nù ayé èyàn á máa sọ̀rọ̀ dọ̀tí yẹn màá jẹ́ kó stop ẹni tí mo ti ń jẹ́yà fún láti 2024 mo fọ́ nìyẹn. I'm not fit to be an activist but nígbà mo ní good structure behind me. The only impediment was that there was no funding, and I delved into the struggle without calculating the only cost. And I can tell you for free, it's a very expensive project. But we are almost there now. But mo kàn láti ṣàlàyé so that you can see how most of these things played out. Nígbà tí irú ẹ̀ bá ti mọ̀ láti November 2024 with PRIMEBOY, just the way táwọn tó wà ní WhatsApp chat àwọn Ìyábọ̀ tó ti mọ̀ pé nurse àti kìnìún kan lọ́wọ́ padà nurse ló máa take a fall, you will know that all these things wọ́n kàn dà wọ́n sí wa láàrin. Èmi ni mo ṣẹ̀ dé àti Famuyiwa ni o. I expose Famuyiwa, expose Ìyá Mohbad, expose Baba Mohbad, even this Arifa mi náà mo kàn gbọ́n wá gbélé gbogbo wọn yẹn, because they are already staged as stumbling block. So èmi mú àwọn front line offline mo wá rí pé o ṣe wá rí àríṣà gbogbo wọn, so I need to be taking some people off. Àwọn mi mo rí pé ṣé kò ṣe pé lè tó lè ní problem lọ ṣe ń lò mi ìfẹ́ kan jù mo tún fún wọn lórí ọ̀fẹ́. That's why I choose to forgive him. But most of these things is coming with a cost because they are genuine distractions. And when you case tí mo ṣe lọ́wọ́ báyìí, if not because I'm a professional activist and a human rights consultant, I would have done so many things that they would have. I'll be doing so many cases. Oh my, damn, you justice so bad. Too bad you are back for you. Inú pé mo àti ń débi òótọ́ ni Ìyábọ̀ náà tún gbé kéèsì dìde lórí irọ́ tí ó sì kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀ tó ń béèrè fún 250 million. I was in court with her 2 days ago. Ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó ń dìde tó tún sáré support. So it's not an easy thing. They are doing all of that to slow me down and silence me. Look at, we have to write petition against the former IPO, Labuja, because the same Arifa iná labambe. Ẹ wo gbogbo device tó mú wá gbogbo àwọn tó rí pé ó wà sákù mi tí wọ́n ní gọ́ńṣọ̀ torí change díẹ̀. Ṣé bó wà pẹ̀lú Yomi gbà kan ó yá parọ́ mọ́ náà sọ kó ṣe báyìí. Ẹ wo gbogbo àwọn obìnrin yẹn. Mi mú 200,000 left fún bail Arifa. Mi mú 200. Ẹ wo ọ̀ṣàkọ̀ yírọ̀ yẹn papọ̀. Ẹ wo gbogbo yẹn sì wọ́n ti wọ́n dànù. Ẹ wo gbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ lo underground yẹn. Virtually all the platforms ló donate èèyàn to contribute to some underground here just because some of them don't know Yomi Fabiyi crew, then Mohbad will not get justice. Because majority of them, they were doing the justice only on social media. Emi Ogbe, Toba boss offline, Okulele Ganta. So in as much they will be showing to some of the followers that they are doing competition. No, they don't want the justice. I mean, cleverly, unknowingly. Hold up, Yomi and crew, attention. Le lo show top with justice. Kori unta and sheko we your way crew. Ta lo fe who? Sharifa join to for injustice. So if I didn't take the bold step to write petition, because at the end of the day, I have to take some serious step to reverse some certain things. Key justice for bad later on law. Because they were going to be taking advantage of the little friction. No. So, try and don't worry. Let's see what is going on. Monica withdraw account. And because I have no problem against some of the officers in Abuja, I reasoned along. And to show disrespect. So that is just me. It was something. Because me first saw fully this little end bit. It's a strong update, but I cannot go into full details because. But if about the decipher, you know the full meaning of what I'm saying. Yomi will not on. but ẹ̀yin tó yé ó yẹ kó ti yé yín bẹ́ẹ̀. So that is what we'll continue to go through. We are very close. As soon as bitoro de drosi, àwa náà la máa push. Kò ṣe kó tó rọrùn. Majority of the push will continue to push because we are the complainants. Because bitoro bad drosi, lè lọ fẹjọ́ sùn. President say pé wọ́n ṣe case wa. Meanwhile, ní owó ta lè kó fún ọlọ́pàá. Àwọn tó ń investigate l'Abuja pé ó yẹ ẹ máa bọ̀. Ẹ wá jókòó seko. Tó bá jóṣù kan lè máa fi wá wọn, ẹ máa wá wọn. Yet, some of the people don't claim justice. For that thing to happen, they have to leave Abuja. Ṣé kéèsì Mohbad táwa gbé lọ nìkan ni ó wà ní department àbáwọn team yẹn nìkan. Tàbá ṣe ní pé kó fi station wọn sílẹ̀ káwọn ní gbogbo team yẹn wá jókòó seko. Because most of these suspects are flying around. Ìgbà tí bàbá Mohbad ṣe lọ sí Abuja ní last week tó lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kẹta tó ṣe gbọ́ ẹ̀. Ẹ rí pé lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn ni àdúrà ṣe ní liver láti bọ́ta padà. Because they are deceiving all of you. Wọ́n ló bí n táwọn lọ ṣe l'Abuja yẹn. Mo ṣe wá fẹ́ fi hàn wọ́n pé ẹ̀yin ń bo ẹ̀yin àbáláàrú yín. Ẹ kàn waste owó yín ni. Mohbad's case is done and dusted. Justice is coming for Mohbad. All it needs is for somebody like me to stand fully tall and risk his everything to the end so that justice will be served. Let us threaten him with Alagbon and Zone 2. In bitoro ti dedro. Tabati run Yomi yen pa boya ma fi nkan kan won bi to wa ni o. Boya ma gun labere kan ni o. O ko ni kin gbeye kan. Ẹ bá lọ gbọ́ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí Slave White yẹn sọ, ẹ lọ padà wò. Ó ní Kano ṣe dáadáa ni. A ní kí wọ́n fún ní owó kó fi ya fíìmù àwọn ọ̀gá wa tó ń ṣe real estate torí lára àwọn yẹn ló ní ṣe pẹ̀lú kéèsì yẹn. They tried to contact me. Ẹni tá à ń sọ ní burúkú yálà yàwó. Ẹni tá à ń sọ ẹ máa rí pẹ̀lú Slave White yẹn. Actress yẹn wà ní camp wọn. Ó wà ní camp onítàn. If I tell you the full security report wey ma follow one or what I have. Mo wá pé irú tí bá jẹ́ bá ọlọ́mọ jẹ́ rí èmi máa kájú ọ̀kanjú àmì. Ṣebí lára bá ń ṣe lọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ yẹn kọ́ sọ pé kọ́ fẹ́ fún mi lówó kí wá ṣe Netflix movie. I refuse to bow to such pressure. Ẹ̀yin kan wá jókòó síbi ẹ mọ iye táwọn yẹn fi style lọ mí yẹn. Pẹ̀lú wèrè tí mo ti ṣe tí máa dúró lórí pé mo fẹ́ turn back ẹ mọ iye tí máa demand tó máa kó lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn. But I refuse to say no, I will never betray the public. So if there's still any member of the public appreciating and supporting, you are priceless. You are an angel. And that is what we've been doing. Kiru yema sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ní kálé mi ṣe dáadáa. Ọmọ bá wọn ọ̀gá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣe kíní. Ẹ lò lọ ti fi tó ayé wọ ṣe. Wọ́n rán wọn kí wọ́n wá make sure pé protect the boy yẹn ni. So that kò ní lè sọ̀rọ̀ kò ní lè mú òótọ́ lẹ̀. But I can tell you, Simeara, when it is time, I realize that you yourself, you're a waste product. I'm not doing anything for any other than for justice to come for the innocent boy. And one fair one come, it will come. It will come. Because I'm not anything against anybody. I'm just doing my job. He's free now. Kó wà lẹ́wọ̀n gbére ṣé judgment tó fi ní tó fi lò ọdún mẹ́ta yìí ṣùgbọ́n ló yẹ ká ti ní láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kéèsì ṣé mi ni mo dájọ́ ni ṣé mi ni mo jẹ́ kó lo èmi mo ṣe ẹjọ́ tó fi lò ọdún mẹ́ta tó lò yìí. When Lagos State government princess Iyabo they thought he is going to go for life imprisonment pé torí ó bọ́ ọmọ ọdún méje sùn. Possible Papa Gisha was found guilty. When she was 7-year-old, Koniko 5 years. So possible the judge will that join. But because they don't want the truth to be established, they don't want people to know that you break the silence foundation, saw the lacuna that there, but enforced. There will be unfair judgments and there will be misplaced judgments. And they will sentence him to life imprisonment for a crime he never committed. I am telling you on my honor again, nowhere Baba Ijesha has been found guilty of having sex with any child or minor. No judgment exists as we speak. A quote me so the only reason to feel low one, which is a sexual assault, is still based on princess to organize and show me in the constitution. If you thought you were tenable, a citizen can package and organize a crime. This is a natural crime. Also, we come about me shati. On like me. On veut que me. O actor open wonu yara. Ajo wonu yara. One kiss when you boy. O wa ni e wa video mi e ti camera se show the po kiss ọmọ 14. Money okay. O wa ni so ko ti ba sun ri. Money ba sun ri bawo. Ngba to wa irọ́ ni gbogbo yẹn. Kí ni o fẹ́ ba ye mi je mo wa ni pe tí mo ti fẹ́ rí ni. Ló ṣe gbogbo yẹn. Kí ni gbogbo rádaràda? Kí ni se o da ma bínú? O ti sọ pé o bá sùn nígbà o wa realize pé kò sí n tó jọ 7 years. Ṣùgbọ́n o ti pè mí wá mo ti kiss ọmọ. Ẹ wá no mo 14. Okay, fine. Adult ni mo pè. Bo de bere lo pé are you only am an adult. Prove to me that I touched or I realized pé àgbàlagbà lẹ́ni tí wọ́n fi dẹ mí. Àwọn wòlé kan wá pè mí ní pedo on I should have a human rights organization should accept. You must fulfill the weight of the law. Catholics sọ pé ni yẹn jẹ̀bi. Torí eventually àgbàlagbà lẹ fi set up and no crime has been committed. Àgbàlagbà tọ́ mi wá. Mo gbàjà lọ́wọ́ àgbàlagbà. Ó lè wá jábúrò girlfriend mi ni o. Tí mo ti fẹ́ o. Ojú ó tiẹ̀. Òun fẹ́ gbọ́n. Àbúrò tútù ẹ̀ wá sótẹ́ẹ̀lì lọ́ba. Àbò ó ṣe ṣíṣe ẹni kọ̀rọ̀ bì kan. Ọ̀dà má bínú. Kò yẹ kí n ṣe. Mo mọ̀ pé kò yẹ kí n ṣe. Ayé ló ń ṣe mí. Má bínú. But that's why sometimes comedians gbogbo nǹkan ló máa fi ṣeré. Adé sọ pé ọmọ ìyá àgbàlagbà ní kí ló tún ti minor báyìí wọ́n náà nítorí kò ṣàfẹ́ bá tèmi jẹ́. Minor ni 14 ni. Ọ̀bí ẹ̀dá kó máa lọ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n 14 níṣẹ́. Ó dẹ̀ ti bá sùn rí nígbà tó wà ní 7 years. Lẹ́nu pé àti mo break àti ẹ̀yìn náà. Ó là ń jà fún tá à ń sọ. Wọ́n ní wọ́n support people. It's terrible society and people don't want. It's terrible to stand with the truth in this country, Nigeria. And le ma baba ilo because tababa ki Nigeria da o tola lati koko gba mu. Only the truth can set Nigeria free. In spite that we have many terrible people that would never love the truth. But to ba kon they want the truth to be established, and that's why the truth is very important. Immediately they become the victim, they want the truth to be established. Tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn ni wọ́n fẹ́ parọ́ mọ́ àbí ọmọ wọn ọkùnrin ló fẹ́ bá yé ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọ́n á máa sáré òótọ́ ńgbà yẹn ṣùgbọ́n tó bá ti kọ pé káwọn bá tẹlómi jẹ ẹni tó ń sòótọ́ yẹn ó ti dọ̀tá. That's to tell you that the truth is important. The truth can never die. The truth will always stay, but it's always going to be selected. Wọ́n fẹ́ ibi báyìí ni kò tọ́ dúró sí ìrora ló fẹ́ kó dúró bí sí place of òótọ́. And ìwọ tó bá dúró, your duty is to fight for the truth. You stand on the temple of truth and justice wherever you find it. So that's who I am and that's what I stand for. So without mincing words, I'd like to say thank you. I want to go and play a game because I have so many things I want to do. I have so many things, So we are getting close to justice from bad and we are getting there. All the suspects, they are being investigated the way they should be investigated now. They should go back and start investigating those in the house. And don't forget, we that route wa petition wa we want to pursue Casey. They have done so many damage to that route. You listen to them. One, they don't support the NGO. Don't fund it. Instead, conjecture support the Yawa direct. Our call okura on Jolabe. Ishe biloshi. On fait barada. On fait yori bubu escudo. We face that stumbling block. We are beginning to survive that. And we are getting back on the case. That's to tell you that. Konsholo pado fe fun injustice. Konshe joba. Enyi kejo kwa lori justice over lori TikTok. And only because some people see it as social media justice. To by my NGO was well funded. And I'm working with my own full team. So lawyer ends up social because most of the lawyers and people that are working, they don't want their faces and name. Elias on Soroko. No. They don't want that. But a lawyer still no buying. But on the lawyer to face a case Larry Modi and Niota, Ogo State. Lawyer Meji Loa Kolu case Yabo. Lawyer Meji, no shit is King White. So different ball game. Tabuja, lawyer Meta, and one undercover. Lawyer no the case Abuja now. So you can see this team that I have to keep funding, mobilizing, and all of that. You should know what that means. Hold on anybody. And for an attempt to the police that were there, one shot first in the Moto to and let it's going to be paid. And several other funding and all of that. So we are continuing, we're not stopping. If we talk about a move, the investigation will move. So if you allow them to knock us down, it's because you allow them, you enable them. So Kelly Moore, I just did all this so that you can know. Talk about to call on me now. My to be coming Jade Kelly Moore, a whole lot Mugonfara endure. Before you know it, Money sort it pet. Moniki Mobadi told justice. If you want to expose as much as possible people, so the right to we are justice seeker for Mobad. We sort it back. Oh, expose people. There, and for any leverage pada and down pada sinwe. But when the role is called up yonder, only few can be there. So let's continue to stand by what is right. And interfere in no genuineness, if sentiment, if you want justice for Molomo, believe that Koba Geya Lulowo Nukwe, Koba Geya We, Koba Jabure, Koba Jonkwe, Koba Jore, Koba Jababa, they should pay. Especially the fact that they took his life in the most despicable manner, they deceived the entire nation, and they rubbished him and suffered him. After he was even buried and returned back to Mother Earth. Nobody should go through that. If our justice system cannot be so humane and determined to say, for this guy to go through this, it deserves justice, then you and I should know that we don't have hope in this country when it comes to justice. So it's best we as people fight and stand with this particular case and get the proper closure. Then we can boast that even wherever we are reshaping the destiny of our country the way we wanted. Because if the way you want Nigeria to be, and to this end, I want to say I will continue to be proud, standing and fighting by your side and leading a human rights organization in a very, very tricky, sensitive, complex case like this. But I'm having the honor and I'm proud, risking my everything to fight alongside with you. But I'm proud of myself, of what I've done, and I'll continue to fight because we are very close now to justice for Mohbad. Do not be dismayed. Do not be too carried away with analysis, social media, shenanigans, and patapowa. It's not really helping, except people that are genuinely discussing and are very, very reasonable with their criticism and constructive analysis. They will make sense to you. But those that are deliberately trying to slow down, please avoid them as much as you can. Let me give the Senate President Expander to round up so that we can go to the next phase. Senate President Expander, are you free to address us? Expander, are you there? I guess he's busy or something. So I want to let me play some games. So come and support me. And don't forget, we have a match on the 14th of December. You know what I'm saying? We have a game on the 14th of September, myself and the headquarters himself, Honorable Paparino, or scientist. Paparino is the head of the science class. So guys, that's an official match, but let's have some fun here today. So thank you. Expander is not there, so let me just play. Let me disconnect him so that I can see if I have some people to play games with. alien ló wà ń bí mi dáhùn ilé mọ́. Imole sister. Of course. Oh, people want me to let me bring people up then. Let me see if people can discuss. Let's do some discussion.
Good afternoon, Mr. Yomi. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́.
How are you?
Ọ̀nà àfi ṣe ẹ̀ nínú wàhálà ní ìdààmú. Ìdààmú kí ló tóbi kò ní jẹ́ ti àlékún owó, ọmọ àlékún àlàáfíà. Ẹ ní ṣìṣe, ẹ ní ṣìrí, ìṣọ́lágbá Ọlọ́run. Gbogbo ìrìnàjò yín kò ní báráyé inú. Ẹgbà Ọlọ́run. Ẹ máa rí ṣe o. Ìfọmọ yín ṣe justice for Mohbad láti Ọlọ́run bá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ kó rí fún yín, kó rí fèmí náà bẹ́ẹ̀, kó rí fún àwọn ẹbí mi náà bẹ́ẹ̀. Lọ́wọ́ láúlá, wàlàkùátá, ìlàbí ẹ̀yàzìm.
Amen.
Mr. Yomi, ẹ káàsán.
Ẹ káàsán.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o, à ń gbádùn yín gidi gan ni o. Ọlọ́run á máa ràn yín lọ́wọ́ o. Ọlọ́run á máa bá yín ṣe o. Ọlọ́run ò ní fi yín sílẹ̀ o.
Àmín.
Ẹ ní fara yín ṣe, ẹ ní fọmọ ṣe o, ẹ ní fọmọ dí o.
Àmín.
Ọlọ́run á máa agbára tẹ máa nílò Ọlọ́run á fi fún yín.
Àmín.
Ààbò Ọlọ́run á dájú lórí yín àtọmọ.
Àmín. Ẹ tẹ̀ mọ́ bí tí mo ti mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run ti ń gbèjà yàn jà. Ṣé mọ̀ pé èmi ń sìn wíwá tí mo wá sí ìlú òyìnbó yìí. Kò ṣe bóyá mo ń ṣiṣẹ́ ń bí, mi ò nílé ń bì. Mo kọ̀ rò pé àwọn kankan ni mo láti ṣe lórí ọ̀rọ̀ justice for Mohbad yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́tì mi.
Màá gẹ̀tì yín sà.
Wọ́n á ní jẹ́ gbéra wá síbí. Ó yẹ yín kan mú sọ. Wọ́n á ní tí n bá débí o àti Amẹ́ríkà o màá ṣe àwọn kan yẹn á lè ràn lọ́wọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n èmi ò mọ̀ pé láàárín táìmù tèmi fẹ́ gbéra yẹn tí bá gbéra lénìí ìjọ́ kejì páńpẹ́ ayé ti wà ńlẹ̀ fún mi. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá jẹ́ pé ìdí tí mo ní mo ṣe fẹ́ gbéra ní páńpẹ́ tó délẹ̀ fún mi yẹn àwọn èèyàn nírọ́ ni mò ń pa. Ṣùgbọ́n bàtàrà ni wọ́n dáadáa tí wọ́n dẹ páńpẹ́ wọn tán ni pé mi ò tún kó sí. Tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ mi ni máa ń sọ pé wọ́n dẹ páńpẹ́ fún mi pé nítorí ẹ̀ ni mo ṣe yẹra. Mo wá yẹra láì tiẹ̀ mẹ́nubà rárá fúnra ara àwọn tó dẹ páńpẹ́ yẹn lọ́wọ́ ń bọ̀ ta sọ pé a ti dẹ páńpẹ́ lẹ̀ fún níbi báyìí tó bá yẹ kó wọ̀ ni kò ní jáde mọ́ tó bá yẹ kó ṣe bákan ìsìn wọ́n bá tún rò nírò pé ta ló fún ẹ ta ló fún ní orí ọ̀fẹ́ ta ló sọ fún because láàrin mi àti mo publish ẹ̀ nígbà tí màá kọ́kọ́ pé mo ti fẹ́ lọ pé mo ti ń plan láti pé move kí ni ẹ̀yẹ́ kan sọ pé move sẹ́ẹ̀ Yomi Fabiyi move as a matter of fact wọ́n bá mi rí on the 5 nítorí mi ò sanwó pé ẹni wọ́n tún fi cancel reservation yẹn inú tí ọkọ bí mi mo ní ẹ bá mi dáwọ́ mi padà mi ò lọ́wọ́ torí mo wò pé kí n tó ń tì mí kí n fẹ́ lọ sí yẹn bóyá màá ṣe ń jọ mí jẹ́ màá forí rólè lọ tá à ń ṣe lọ́nbí làbújá yìí tó ti yẹ yín kìíní yẹn kọ́ báyìí pé ó máa padà ṣe máa rí lè gba ọkọ̀ padà wọ́n wá fi sọ́n the 6 àti yanjú yẹn láti bí on the 2nd ìgbà tó dé on the 3rd wọ́n ti sọ́ọ̀tì ọ̀rọ̀ ticket ìgbà tó bá dé on the 5 ni mo ṣẹ̀rí mẹ́sẹ̀gì lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́pàá pé èmi o wọ́n ní ìdìmí lálágbọ̀n o tí máa ń bọ̀ kí mú lọ́ọ̀yà mi dání àwọn ń ṣe àwọn ìwádìí kan normal me nígbà tó ti ní mú lọ́ọ̀yà dání n bá fẹ́ lọ náà máa mú lọ́ọ̀yà máa ti tẹ́rí sí èmi ò mọ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé ẹ understand mi lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ kan náà wọ́n tún pè mí látàlá ní zone 2 lórí èèyàn kan petition lọ́nà méjì ní òkúkú ń ṣe oníwàhálà bí n jam rubber mi ọ̀gbọ̀dọ̀ jam rubber kọ́ máa send petition kọ́ máa send invitation sam rubber ṣó ti yẹ kọ́ mọ̀ sọ so on the 50 àti 60 tó ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ 60 lèmi ń travel aláwọ̀kọ́ wá lọ́ndì 50 mo ti wà lọ́nà Èkó Abẹ́òkúta ni mò ń gbé mo láti sùn sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kí n lè travel láàárọ̀ 6 so mo ti gbéra ni mo ṣe rí mẹ́sẹ̀jì ojú ọ̀nà ni mo wà àti ẹ̀sìn fẹ́ẹ́ dé bá gàgàn ni mo rí mẹ́sẹ̀jì onítàn mo ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ní mọ́tò pé ó ní on the 7 o I need yín lọ́dọ̀ wa because wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ fún ẹ ní ọjọ́ ó kéré jù ọjọ́ kan àbọ̀jọ́ méjì tó bá send invitation wọn ò lè fún ẹ ní invitation jọ yẹn kọ́ ni kò wá ń jọ yẹn àbíjọ́ kejì wọ́n máa fi ó kéré jù ọjọ́ kan àbọ̀jọ́ méjì sáárín so lójú tí wọ́n fi on the 7 on the 7 okay mo yìí ń sọ ẹ lọ́wọ́ mo ṣe gbóyè mo bonítàn sọ̀rọ̀ mo send ẹ̀ sí lọ́ọ̀yà mi ìyẹn ní báwo lẹ fẹ́ ṣe báyìí mo lẹ́wà mo ní èmi ń tèmi o I'm already heading to Lagos and I'm moving only so on the 7 yẹn mi mo ìfẹ́ ṣe mi lè tún cancel ticket mi ìdẹ̀mọ̀ ẹni tó ń pè mí bóyá ọkọ̀ fẹ́ kí n dá sọ̀rọ̀ kan ni tó bá jẹ́ nǹkan tí ó lọ serious ṣé kí n lọ cancel ticket kí n tún jẹ gbèsè because almost no show lọ́ máa fún mi yẹn ni you don't worry now if you want to go there you come back we'll go and represent you there okay on the 6th láàárọ̀ mo ti wà ní airport mo ti ṣe clearance mo ti ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ní títí tó tún náà tún dé wọn náà nídìí mi o ìgbà kan okay no problem mo ṣe láti rọyàn lọ lẹ́yìn pé káwọn kan bá mi lọ ọ lọ ṣe bí ẹni pé wọn àwọn náà dọ́gbọ́n wọn lọ wo ibi tó kọ kí ní ẹsítà ló kọ kí ló ń bá mi pò gan mo wá rí i pé tó lára àwọn tí wọ́n mú l'Àbújá lọ́sẹ̀fẹ́ dẹ páńpẹ́lẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ó ti yé mi wonderful torí nọ́mbà ti bà wọ́n l'Àbújá wọ́n ti róòtọ́ lẹ́fẹ́ kémi ṣàwọnú kẹ́yìn náà rọrùn padà wọ́n á bá yẹ pé ìwọ lọ́wọ́n ọba mi ìmọ̀ bí tójú ẹ wà o tó bá jẹ́ pé mo ṣe ń lọ yìí mo ti ń bọ́ta mo fẹ́ mi ìní lọ́kọ̀ láti sọ fún yàn pé mi ì tiẹ̀ mo ṣàwọn kí ni ẹ̀ ń tì mí lọ́gbọ̀gbọ̀n pé kì í ṣáà move so I got to the UK peacefully so nígbà táwọn máa fi ṣe báyìí tán fi sọ kọ́tọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ wọn lọ ẹ má gbàgbé pé same Arifa yìí náà ló bọ́ta ló ti sọ lórí iṣu ẹ pé èèyàn kan ẹ máa gbúrò breaking news arrest yẹ òun sọ fún yín why are you always what is going on who are you the question tó yẹ kí irú àwọn olórí ẹbí àwọn tó ń sọ pé àwọn ṣe you should ask who are you gangan Arifa it's quite a shame though because ìwọ náà ló túbọ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ èmi ọmọ kankan èmi ò gbígbó ibi tí wọ́n ní kéèsì náà mi ì tètè wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti competition síbì kan wọ́n máa arrest mi because ó ti rò pé on the 7 yẹn láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ yẹn o èmi máa rárí wọnú so exactly time tó wọ́n pé táwọn fi sóni lẹ́tà yẹn ni màá ti wọlé síbẹ̀ because tó wá ní 10 o'clock àti níbẹ̀ bí 9:30 ṣó ti yẹ yín gbogbo time tó sọ yẹn on the 6 èmi ti wà ní UK tó bá tó wá fi dé àárọ̀ kùtù tó máa jí mo kàn rẹ́rìn mo wo bóyá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n sẹ̀dẹ̀ sí mi mo ní can you imagine so this is who this guy is okay no problem so kọ́ tó ṣe wòlímọ̀ wọn jìnnà kọ́ tó tọ́ra wọn jìnnà mo ṣe tí bá ṣe nu yàrá wọ́n lè níyà ó sáà mi kan ni Muhammed wọ́n Bautista UK kọ́ rí pé ọwọ́ bá yẹ pé Yomi ta ni tó máa gbó láàárọ̀ àná ní títí Èkó mo dẹ̀ mọ́ máa gbó yẹn ni because báwọn ṣe láwọn ya wèrè tó yẹn mo sọ lórí jù wọn lọ I'm miles ahead of them so pẹ̀lú àwọn ọlọ́pàá àwọn tọ́jọ́ ń dẹkùn fún mi pẹ̀lú gbọ́n yẹn àárọ̀ 6 yẹn mo ti wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yìí mo ti wà nítòsí airport hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì tó súnmọ́ airport ni mo sùn pé mi jẹ́ kí ọ̀kan lọ fi mi kọ́bọ́dì so mo wá bọ́ta mo wá rìn títì àwọn ọmọ tá ń kí mi mo mọ̀ ṣe live báwọn ọmọ tá ń ṣe ń kí mi tó ń gbowó mo fún wọn lówó ọmọ Fabiyi alágbó dúró mo tún mọ̀ wọ́n yìí síbẹ̀ ẹ bá máa gbó gba o àwọn ni mò ń dọ́gbọ́ sọ fún pé ibà ń ṣe gbogbo yín èmi lẹ dẹkùn lẹ́fún ẹ máa méjì ọ̀pẹ́ ẹ máa gbogbo kò ní yóò gbó yín gbà yẹn wà á bá ọmọ àgbo yẹn ṣe é rí kó korò ẹ máa máa gbó yín o àwọn ọmọ ìgbà yín gbà yẹn kò sí yẹn kí ni tèmi láti máa jí máa gbó náà nítorí mi ti mọ̀ pé kọ́ tó tiẹ̀ tó fura ó kú bíi 10 minutes mo ti pé káàpù tó máa gbé mi mo ṣe mú tọ́ báyìí kọ́ tó ká mi mọ́ pẹ̀lú àgbo mo ti wọnú airport